for its tremendous effort in assisting the people of Israel. This organization serves as the emergency medical response team for the entire country. In addition, MDA collects donated blood and lends a helping hand to countries after natural disasters. In 2006, I traveled to Israel with 3 friends and volunteered for MDA. We were stationed in Jerusalem for 6 weeks. This experience was truly incredible and only reinforced my decision to pursue a medical career. During my training period, I was taught how to use first aid equipment, perform CPR, assess, and backward patients. Did I mention that the exams were in English and Hebrew? As a first responder, I was able to work with individuals who came from all across the world to help protect Israel's citizens. Each day, I would be assigned to a new ambulance team, and we would treat and transport patients to 4 main hospitals located throughout Jerusalem. I wish to share with you a few stories from my experience as a first responder. On my second shift, following the successful completion of my training, I responded to a call with my assigned ambulance driver. We were dispatched to a house in the newer part of Jerusalem. From the radio, I understood that this call was dachuf, meaning urgent, but I did not gather any further details. As the driver parked, he told me to grab the birth kit. I followed his orders and entered the home. The family was religious, and the mother was only permitted the driver and I to enter the room, while the husband was relegated to pacing the hallways. My partner assessed the patient and determined that there was insufficient time to transfer her to the hospital. While the driver called for backup, I told the woman and her mother that she was going to have the baby now. As the patient and her mother were American, the driver assigned me the task to bridge the translation gap and communicate his directions to them. Together, we safely delivered a baby girl and transported the family to a local hospital. Witnessing a new life enter the world is one of the greatest feelings imaginable. In contrast to the excitement of the delivery, I did experience some of the more sobering realities as well. Towards the end of the very same week, my ambulance was called to respond to a possible myocardial infarction victim. We got to the scene, and our team assessed the patient and found no pulse. While one of my partners began setting up the defibrillator, I began to perform CPR on the elderly woman, but to no avail. After seeing that patient die that night, I laid awake thinking about the enormity of my responsibilities and the consequences that are intertwined with the medical profession. After considerable amount of introspection, I decided that I was up to the challenge and proceeded to take on as many shifts as I could that summer. These are but a few of the many emergencies that MDA responds to on a regular basis. In addition, this organization continues to provide disaster relief to other nations. As recently as last month, MDA organized the delivery of emergency aid to Taiwan in the wake of the flooding. Every day, Again to be the Dome races to scenes of horrific destruction, saves lives, and cares for the wounded. These themes clearly depict the unique heroism of MDA and the immeasurable result that it fulfills. Such heroism would not be possible without the generous support of MDA friends around the globe. Another element that makes this organization first class is MDA's commitment to assist Israel's countrymen regardless of ethnicity. On multiple occasions, my ambulance was called to respond to emergencies in the Arab quarter. We would assist these people in the same manner as every other patient. On one occasion, my ambulance was called to transport an Arab child who had broken his arm. After picking up the patient, my partner and I began to support the child's injured arm and record vital signs. We took the patient to the nearest hospital and we were about to leave when the child's father, who spoke neither English or Hebrew, put his arm on my shoulder and said, "Tada." To me, that was a very powerful moment. I felt proud that we pushed aside the political and cultural barriers and got the child the medical attention that he deserved. MDA bravely continues to assist individuals in potentially hazardous locations. My ambulance was once called into the city of Hebron, where we met an armed ambulance that oversees that area. We took the patient, drove back into Jerusalem, and transported him to a local hospital. This organization has bravely responded and will continue to help Israel's countrymen in dangerous conditions. During Operation Cat Fleet, MDA sent numerous vehicles, workers, and volunteers to the south of Israel in an effort to help the injured. This organization maintains a constant level of readiness, even training its volunteers to respond to a wide range of situations, including mass casualty attacks. I heard many stories about responding to suicide bombings that occurred during the Intifada. I give tremendous credit to the brave men and women who have seen these horrors and continue to work for this organization. In sum, I had the privilege of working with MDA's drivers and paramedics for 6 weeks, and I can testify to their dedication to aid Israel's citizens and tourists. Volunteering for this organization remains as one of the best decisions I've ever made. I encourage you to pledge your support for Magen David Adom. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Michael. And as we know here that our funds are also designated for very important stem cell research. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael, for sharing your experiences with